A new philosophy, a new way of life, is not given for nothing. It has to be paid dearly for and only acquired with much patience and great effort. Anyone who can appease a man's conscience can take his freedom away from him. I will not and cannot believe that evil is the normal condition of mankind. Love in action is a harsh and dreadful thing compared to love in dreams. We do not understand that life is paradise, for it suffices only to wish to understand it. And at once, paradise will appear in front of us in its beauty. Only by self-respect will you compel others to respect you. There's nothing in the world more difficult than candor, and nothing more easier than flattery. If you can put the question, am I or am I not responsible for my acts, then you are responsible. I think I could stand anything, any suffering, only to be able to say and to repeat to myself every moment, I exist. Through error, you come to the truth. The more you succeed in loving, the more you'll be convinced at the existence of God and the immortality of your soul. Let us be servants in order to be leaders. In the end, they will lay their freedom at our feet and say to us, "Make us your slaves, but feed us." Life is in ourselves and not in the external. It seems, in fact, as though the second half of a man's life is made up of nothing but the habits he has accumulated during the first half. Man is fond of counting his troubles, but he does not count his joys. If he counted them up as he ought to, he would see that every lot has enough happiness provided for it. It is necessary that every man have at least somewhere to go, for there are times when one absolutely must go at least somewhere. I've never been a coward at heart, although I've always been a coward in action. The instinct of self-preservation and the urge to self-destruction are equally strong in man. I don't know how to be silent when my heart is speaking. What is honor, my dear? when you have nothing to eat. The meanest and most hateful thing about money is that it even gives one talent. There is nothing higher and stronger and more wholesome and useful for life in later years than some good memory, especially a memory connected with childhood, with home. Start hating or fall in love, only so as not to sit with folded arms. Man is a pliable animal, a being who gets accustomed to everything. The world has proclaimed the reign of freedom, especially of late. But what do we see in this freedom of theirs? Nothing but slavery and self-destruction. Oh, how hard is it to be the only one who knows the truth? It is clear to me that, owing to my unbounded vanity and to the high standard I set for myself, I often looked at myself with furious discontent. I think the devil doesn't exist, but man has created him. He has created him in his own image and likeness. The awful thing is that beauty is mysterious as well as terrible. God and the devil are fighting there, and the battlefield is the heart of man. Man only likes to count his troubles. He doesn't calculate his happiness. If you wish to glimpse inside a human soul and get to know a man, don't bother analyzing his ways of being silent, of talking, of weeping, of seeing how much he is moved by noble ideas. You will get better results if you just watch him laugh. If he laughs well, he's a good man. I can see the sun, but even if I cannot see the sun, I know that it exists. And to know that the sun is there, that is living. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. It takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. The mystery of human existence lies not in just staying alive, but in finding something to live for. People speak sometimes about the bestial cruelty of man, but that is terribly unjust and offensive to beasts. No animal could ever be so cruel as a man, so artfully, so artistically cruel. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment and things left unsaid. Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately in love with suffering. We sometimes encounter people, even perfect strangers, who begin to interest us at first sight. Somehow, suddenly, all at once, before a word has been spoken. To live without hope is to cease to live. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for large intelligence and a deep heart. The really great men must, I think, have great sadness on earth. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. I want to talk about everything with at least one person as I talk about things with myself. Be the sun, and all will see you. Only the heart knows how to find what is precious. In order to reach perfection, one must begin by being ignorant of a great deal. And if we understand things too quickly, perhaps we shan't understand them thoroughly. Your worst sin is that you have destroyed and betrayed yourself for nothing. It is not the brains that matter most, but that which guides them. The character, the heart, generous qualities, progressive ideas. To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's. Man is a mystery. It needs to be unraveled. And if you spend your whole life unraveling it, don't say that you've wasted time. I am studying that mystery because I want to be a human being